Bitcoin has actually done something bullish for the first time. We actually managed to get over the hump and actually reclaim 68k, a very massive and I guess the most important zone and level for the past 2 months. To be honest, Bitcoin could technically continue higher. However, we haven't yet cleared a very important resistance area. Bitcoin can still technically go back and drop back. Hence why today I've got a new potential setup on Bitcoin. Now, obviously, from yesterday and also the day prior, we managed to perfectly trade Bitcoin. We had been trading this little range that formed on Bitcoin between 68k and 66k, and we said, guys, that if Bitcoin loses 66, we could be dropping to even 60. But also on the flip side, if we go above 68k, we can be going as high as 70 or even 71k. And this is exactly what happened on Bitcoin on Monday. I guess on the Monday open, on the weekly open, we caught the most amazing, very nice and amazing long from the bottom, but also we caught an amazing short from the top. And as I explained, guys, whenever I manage to catch an amazing kind of long from the bottom, and also on the flip side, we catch and enter a short, I don't close them, or I don't close one to open another. I actually keep them both open, but I actually take 50% of profit on the long, and then when I enter the short, I made sure to close 50% TP, 50%, so that if Bitcoin decides to drop, I'll be obviously continuing with the short and I'll get the long closed in profit. But also on the flip side, and that is why I always tell you guys to not overly stress and overemphasize the fact that maybe Bitcoin can drop or go higher. You want to manage the trades without emotions, and also don't let the, I guess, overarching, I guess, technical view, which is currently still a fact, that Bitcoin could and will probably go back to 60 if we just lose and go back below 68, obviously, and then also lose 66k. However, that didn't stop me from entering a long on Bitcoin. That didn't even stop me from entering the short, keep the long open. And now with the fact in front of us being that Bitcoin actually was able to go above 68k, and now, to be honest, even though, to be honest, had you asked me yesterday, I would have, to be honest, thought that maybe the short would continue and Bitcoin would drop. But even though I would have guessed that, I still didn't close my long. And now look at that, Bitcoin has actually given me a nice long trade from the bottom. We literally caught the long here from 65.8, even though I didn't think it would live for as long as it did. But as you can see, guys, I guess trading is not as simple as it may seem like. TA is only a portion or even 20% of everything that makes you a successful trader. I open a successful trade and I keep it open. But now I guess that everybody would love to know, will Bitcoin continue higher? And also, if it does, if Bitcoin keeps on, I guess, or reclaims, I guess we've done it. So if we hold on to 68k as support, we don't lose it. I mean, obviously, if Bitcoin loses in front of us right now, if we lose 68k, we will still go below and probably even drop to retest 66k again and maybe break it. If we do so, that would be bearish. However, with the fact being that Bitcoin is currently above 68k, let's just assume that it's support until it's proven otherwise. And that would mean that if Bitcoin actually holds 68k, we will be technically going for as or at least to 70k. I'm not interested in shorting 69 or even 69 and a half. I'll be waiting for this massive zone. I say massive because technically I prefer lower kind of concentrated levels, but right now the whole zone that would either offer us a resistance, or I guess a short, or even we reclaim it and go above it, is obviously in between, I'd say 70k to 71.2. This would either, and again I'd say either because I've got no idea, but if Bitcoin holds on to 68k, I'm going to be waiting for a pump to this zone and this massive level, 70 to 71.2. And then once we get inside of that level, I either see Bitcoin go above 70, the higher the better, obviously. But then once we go above 70, I'll be waiting, especially with the NY session open, what would happen if Bitcoin loses 70. I'll probably be looking to enter a short. As I taught you guys, I literally have a full strategy video about it on my free trading course. I explained how I actually do and take this same exact setup. So technically, we have the value area kind of for the POC. If this is the case, we go above 70 and then lose 70. This would be a nice, I guess, potential lower high. We got the first high, lower high. Maybe we didn't put the lower high at 68. Maybe we can put it at 70 and then drop back below. I got no idea. Again, I repeat, I have no idea. However, if Bitcoin actually, just to cover the, I guess, the least probable, but also a, I guess, a still probable case, which is going above 70, never losing 70, going above 71, 71.2. Obviously, if this, all of this happens, I wouldn't be trying to short Bitcoin. I got my long, even though I didn't think it would live for as long as it did. I will keep it open for as long as possible. Maybe just Bitcoin all of a sudden just delays the fact that we can be going to 60. Keep it, I guess, delayed for a month or two. We can go and break above to 80 or even 90. Everything is possible. However, with the fact technically the bearish structure has not changed, Bitcoin is still making lower highs and also lower lows. So maybe we can reattempt shorting Bitcoin at the fake out of 70 if we catch a short. Now obviously, if I catch a short at 70, I wouldn't be just closing my long. I will keep it open. Maybe we drop, get it stopped out in profit, or maybe the short doesn't live for long and we get, I guess, a new move higher. Again, I only trade what the chart gives. I've got no idea where Bitcoin will be going. However, if we hold 68k, expecting a pump to 70k would be very normal, and at that level that would be an amazing short, to be honest, possibility. Thank you guys for showing up, and I guess sorry for not reading the comments. I see lots and lots of commenters here, so let me go through them one by one. I'm just feeling quite, or I feel like I'm flowing quite well. So give me a second here. Let me do the usual routine of setting everything up, and then we will be jumping in, reading every single comment, and also greeting every single person. Thank you guys for showing up as usual. I guess it is business as usual, so nothing new here. I mean, we've been managing to stay on schedule for a while, so I'm happy with that. Thank you guys for showing up. All right, so give me 2 seconds here, and then we'll be reading the comments. All right, so I think we are all good to go. I guess so. Yeah, let's start reading the comments and also make sure the camera is good. Yeah, I think it is good. So we got Clever Crab, we got Shelo or Selho, we got Wise Choice. Thank you, brother, for showing up. We got TD4, Arito, Oyantumbra. Happy new month. Thank you. We got Wasim, Speaky, TD4, or right, who else? We got Vikrant, Christian, Wayne the Legend. We got Action Tourist, obviously, Hamad. Everybody's here. The old heads and also the new faces are here. Thank you guys for showing up. Action Tourist saying, I had a hunch we were going higher yesterday. Already have been finding to get a long again, or fiending, or whatever that is. Yeah, sorry guys for the lack of grammatical / dictionary knowledge. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like it kind of means that you wanna, or you're looking for long. I guess contextually I can understand what it means. Hold on. So April Fool's dump. Ahmed, did you short got stopped out? It did from yesterday, brother. So I mean, I'm not sure, because I mean, brother Christian, yesterday we went live after Bitcoin had already stopped me out, because hold on, so I shorted 68 and I longed 65 for those that didn't watch me on Monday. And then like prior to Monday's prior to Monday's live stream, I had already gotten, or maybe sorry, prior to Tuesday's live stream yesterday, I had already gotten stopped out in profit from my short, and I kept just with the long, and that it actually ended up being a nice thing to happen for me, because obviously Bitcoin decided to pump, not dump. Yep, so that's why what I did. I'm pretty sure Christian was with us yesterday, so maybe he was confused, but yeah, I mean the short had gotten stopped out more than 24 hours ago. Yep. I woke up today and I found that my WEEX balance is 5 million. Been on the support with them for 5 hours, still displaying 5 million. I mean, just try to withdraw the money and just see. I've heard that there's a lot of liquidity still left. To be honest, I don't like such comments like you've heard, like as if it's a rumor or whatever. Like nobody knows. Come on. Will Bitcoin hit today's high again? I have no idea. Again, come on, guys. I cannot answer such questions. I got no idea what Bitcoin will do. Jaden, how are you doing, brother? Thank you guys for showing up. Let me make sure to read every single comment. We got even Renata. It's never a live stream if Renata's not here. So thank you for showing up. We got also Mila. Thank you guys for showing up every single day. Wild. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to sort them through. Sure, I forgot. Thought you had another short from 69. My fault. No worries. Indeed. Yeah, so no, all good. Michael, Matt, everybody's here, guys. I'm glad to see almost every kind of like regular is here today. Even big huggies just to add to the old timers. I think we're missing Electro, and that would be, I guess, the full old heads showing up today. So thank you guys again for showing up and for entrusting me in, I guess, telling you guys what may happen or what kind of setups we are looking at. Yep. Give me a second here. Now, again, I hadn't planned to maybe long 68k, but obviously, like, it goes it can go unmentioned that obviously, like, somebody can be looking like the easiest, lowest hanging fruit is like getting Bitcoin to like fake out 68 and then go higher. Again, like, these are like the regular lower time frame scalpy stuff that I don't need to over stress about. But yeah, you can always check the low of the day. I mean, look, judging by the looks of it, yeah, this is the low of the day. I don't like this as much because, like, that would mean that Bitcoin may or would have to drop a lot. And if it gets to this point, I would just avoid it because this can play out, absolutely, but it doesn't look nice. Yeah, so that's why I always think, guys, like, everything that I teach is always contextual. Like, you don't want to be a parrot just repeating and doing everything, memorizing everything without understanding it. Because yes, I mean, I always thought, I guess that maybe, or teached, if that's even better for me to, I guess, pronounce, yeah, that you can mark the highs and the lows of the day and look for a short and a long, but it's always contextual. Like, I don't like both of them, to be honest, in this case. We got Jordan, thank you guys. We got Maggie, hold on. So, well, okay, when I say I've heard, I mean people that are very caught up tracking liquidity clusters. Still don't care. But I get you. Thank you, brother. Yep. And whenever I say I don't care, I'm just obviously saying it to a brother or sister, so don't take it, or take it lightly, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just being blunt by saying that I truly don't care. Not about your facts, but literally about the thing that you're saying. Yeah. All right. So we got the anchored view up here. Obviously, it had been or has been quite a good support for the uptrend that we've made. So yeah, I mean, obviously the lowest hanging fruit, as I like to call it, is like always looking for an easy kind of, you know, long at the level that was a resistance, now it's support. Again, it's not a random kind of point of where, like, you break resistance, you retest it, oh, that's always a setup. No, I don't like such oversimplified kind of ideas. I'm against them. But I mean, a POC is a POC. It has been shown to be resistance and support multiple times, and we also got the anchored view up. So had it not been for the anchored view up, I wouldn't have mentioned it as a potential long. But now, yeah, I mean, looking at the anchored view up, it's not the worst idea to be thinking about right now, like digging deeper with the NY open, seeing shorts getting trapped, and then going higher. I mean, that's always an easy kind of trade that we will hopefully be taking together if such thing does happen. Again, I cannot guarantee. Yep. Hold on. So let me make sure. Thank you, Crypto. Well, yeah, we also got CryptoNet. Thank you guys for showing up. Glad to see everybody here. And thank you guys, everybody, for wishing Wise Choice a quick recovery. Thank you, brother. Or sisters too. Yep. So yeah, I mean, looks nice. I mean, let me maybe put the volume profile on the side. Again, like, notice how there isn't a one way of using the volume profile. I mean, by now, I'm pretty sure I've brainwashed enough of the viewers or the base viewers to understand what I do with the volume profile. But obviously, with new viewers and newcomers, many would still need to see or understand or grasp the point or the fact that the volume profile isn't a magical tool that gives you lines to buy and sell. It's never that simple. It's only an analysis kind of x-ray that you have to get a feeling of when and how to use it. Yep. Because obviously, like, if I take a pull that is like bigger but still doesn't include kind of price action at a certain price point, it doesn't change nothing. For example, like, notice how, let me make it a bit clearer. Notice how, like, with this pull, I'm actually, like, examining also, like, one of the parts that are getting examined is like 67.7 as an example. If I pull it a bit further and I add more data, but that data which doesn't hit the exact level that is here doesn't change nothing at the end of the day. Like, hopefully you get the point, guys. Like, the volume profile on the 67.7 doesn't become bigger, the node, because I didn't add more volume at 67.7. I only added this section which didn't hit 67.7. So hope you understand this. I want you guys to not be overly memorizing stuff. Like, you want to understand those levels, because I always say, like, the value area high and low aren't always quite useful. They're only representing a zone within them. So hope you got it. Hey Ahmed, can you review me this setup? I had in mind before. If you look at 033 UCT, I mean, I'm not sure where's that, but I'm guessing that is like 4 hours. That would be maybe 30 minutes before after the open, if not mistaken. If I am mistaken, then maybe you can correct me. But that is like, yeah, I think you're referring to this one. You see the price drop below the range POC, and then reclaim it, followed by a big pump and stalling it. Okay, I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, it's not helpful for me to. I wouldn't be able to understand which range POC we're talking about. Or maybe you're referring to like something like this, where we went up within the POC. I'm not sure, to be honest. I got no idea what you're referring to, unfortunately. Crypto Mickey saying up only. I mean, this is not a very useful comment, but thank you. Give me a second here. So with those two things in mind, would you have considered taking a long on the reclaim of the POC for a good setup? I suppose you probably would have liked more confluence. Yeah, first of all, more confluence. Second of all, I think what you're referring to is like, we went above the POC, went below, and then went above. I wouldn't have taken this if that's what you're referring to. I don't see this as a valid anything, to be honest. Like, it's not about more confluences. I struggle to see any sort of confluence here. To me, for me personally. No, I meant 67.8. 67.8. 67.8. To be honest, I'm struggling to see. Maybe this one. I have no idea, brother. Honestly, got stopped out on both long and short since Monday. Took 50% on both. Then I was stopped out. Thank you for your honesty. But maybe, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe like the thing that I can maybe make with that is that I'm assuming your long entry was higher than mine. So mine is at, or was, or still at 65.8. I mean, the stop loss has been moved now, but before I moved the stop loss a little bit higher, it was at entry. So my entry is like 824. Again, the chart here is different, but even on this chart, it didn't hit my stop loss. So maybe you had entered a bit later than I. Technically, fine, acceptable. Maybe you should have been a bit quicker with that, but it's fine, I guess. It's not the worst, because obviously it got very close to even my entry. So I'm not going to be hating on it, to be honest, that much. But thank you guys. Thank you for showing up. Hold on. Let me read the comments. Since 4 confluences is your norm before taking a trade, it was then the setup failed. I also failed to understand what you're referring to, unfortunately, brother. I hope they can keep a couple mil for me. It was the wick below the POC. Before we dropped quite a bit and then ended up pumping with more follow through. Okay, I have no idea. No, I struggle to understand that. Sorry. It's probably me. It's not your fault. I mean, you tried to explain it multiple times. So I guess I'm just struggling to comprehend. Ahmed, can you take a quick look at ETH? It's behaving way more bullish than Bitcoin. It's a bit baffling. Can you shed some light? All right, so whenever you see it behave more bullish than Bitcoin, just understand that it's just a thing that it's a fact. Like, it's not something that's like very useful to know. It's not useful to spend some I guess time like thinking of the reason why it is going higher than Bitcoin. I mean, the only fact is that ETH against Bitcoin has been pumping, and that is a fact. It's not something bullish, it's not something bearish, just a fact. Yeah. So with that, I mean, obviously you can see why ETH pumped more than Bitcoin. Also, I mean, I'm liking the fact that we've literally mentioned this setup, and probably I think one of our viewers, only just one person took the long on ETH with the fake out, and they would have been up. I mean, it's easier for me to say would have, should have, but not almost 9%, exactly 9%. I took the long on Bitcoin, and it is like 5%. So yeah, I mean, somebody taking the long, which I explicitly mentioned, along with Bitcoin on Sunday, would have made more money on ETH. But again, I prefer Bitcoin, so I don't mind, or I don't care about missed opportunities. Yeah, it's easier always in retrospect to look at stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to shed some light, unfortunately. All I can say is that maybe ETH can do this. Like, we go above these highs if Bitcoin goes above 70k, and then that would be bullish. But if Bitcoin loses 70k and offers a setup, then this may happen also on ETH, and then we can do this maybe. So again, this is like, I'm just kind of seeing this zone similar, or this is the kind of similar zone to Bitcoin's 70 to 71k. Yeah, does that mean I'm expecting the drop? No. I mean, again, guys, like, the reason why, even though I mean, I was pretty much focused on 60k, and I've been explaining 60k, that wasn't because I actually was expecting it. I was just wanting to prepare you guys for the drop to 60, because it was and still the most probable thing to happen. I mean, the probability has gone a bit lower because we've gone up above 68, but that doesn't change things a lot. I mean, unless we go above 71.2, then maybe we can like almost say the chances went from like 70 to 20%, but still remains something I'm expecting, even on a longer time horizon. But anyhow, like, even with that fact, and I'm still kind of adamant about the fact that if Bitcoin just hits the zone and puts a lower high again, we can be still going to 60. It's still a probable thing. That didn't stop me from taking the long, as given and as mentioned, and as everything, I mean, as laid out on Sunday and then taken on Monday. I still take the trade because I understand that, first of all, like, we caught the pump all the way to 68, and even if at 68 we failed, that would have been a successful long. So I would have made money even if Bitcoin didn't pump more than 68k. But even with that, the reason why, again, I want you guys to understand. So think about it this way: me having more of a bearish bias, first, didn't stop me from longing a valid CME open trade. Second of all, is that even with the bearish kind of bias and outlook, not only did it not stop me from taking the trade, it also didn't stop me from taking 50% as usual, not closing it fully at the most critical level. So even though at 68, I would have guessed, I don't do guessing, but I would have guessed that would be maybe the level where we drop then to 60k, even though, like, me guessing or me sharing an opinion doesn't mean that I'm actually putting my money on it or putting my money where my mouth is, again. But even with that all being said, I still took 50% and let the rest run. Could have been stopped out at entry in profit. It didn't, and we are now currently at 69. Think about it this way: what if Bitcoin holds on to 68, goes above 70, goes above 71, and we start going to 90, and all of a sudden a little kind of silly but also very, very professional entry of a setup as a long ends up being the one where it makes you the most amount of money in the next month? I'm just saying that right now it's very low probability, but what if? Like, that's the big question, what if? And again, the reason why most of you guys, even if you replicate most and many, hold on a second, I'm just struggling to do something here, very quick here. Yeah, many of my trades, you wouldn't be able to actually get the same kind of outcome. Why? Because most of you, I'm willing to bet, let's see, I don't want to like guess how many still have the long we all took from 65.6 or 8 or 7, whatever your entry was. The reason why I say all, I mean, not literally all, but almost all took the trade, because this was a literal, again, I'm not showing off, I just want you guys to hopefully have taken the trade. This was a literal video or setup I gave on Sunday night. So after 7 hours of the video being up, we got the move happen, and many of you guys, based on me asking, took the trade. So let me see how many still got the long running, and based on that, again, if you didn't take it, just maybe you don't have to answer, but if you did take it, let me know, is it still running or not? If not, why? Did you close it, or was it stopped out, or what was the reason? I guess, yeah. Hold on, give me a second here, guys. I'm trying to do something very quick while yeah, I'm not sure why this not working. Yeah. Yeah, let me pull up the comments here to quickly look it up. or not look at you guys. Okay, thank you, Jimmy. Hold on, thank you, Jimmy. What up, Ahmed? Your hair is looking slick today. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, brother. Prince. Okay, it is what it is, I guess. If you can't find it, I guess let bygones by yeah, however you spell it. I'm not sure how to even pronounce it. Can you restate your typical confluence you look for? I'm sure I know them, probably just to reiterate. I'm not sure, to be honest. Okay, I don't have my typical confluence are it's very dependent, to be honest, but probably liquidity, anchored view up, some sort of a high volume node, time in being within the vicinity to, I guess, the NY session open. I guess that's it. Man, the volume range, profile, and view up are game changing in analyzing charts for trading zones. I got the new long from 66. Thank you, Max. Yes, still have the long opens. Right, so we got Jaden being a legend, Christian being a double legend also, still holding from 61.7. That is legendary, amazing. I might add even, but not relevant to 65, the long we took here. So thank you, Russell, for sharing. I'm happy because you've caught a long. I guess that's probably like from here. Hopefully you had the reason to enter. Like, it seems a bit gambly, like, to be honest, but that's nice, to be honest. Not very gambly. I mean, looking back at it, maybe somebody could have done this. Like, hold on. Yes, hard to do at Friday night, but yeah, that was a daily open, faking out the liquidity. Maybe, yeah, somebody could have taken this. I mean, I didn't take that. Take that, guys, to be honest. I was asleep a month ago, or 2 months ago, sorry. And that's the beauty of, like, again, let me again romanticize the fact that trading is quite nice. And like, even though I literally went back to a price that is very close to us, but was 2 months earlier, and that just tells you, like, even when we are in a boring consolidation, we can still get some nice trades that pay the bills and make you money. Like, it's irrelevant if Bitcoin is in a bear market or a bull market. That's why I always like don't like the question or even care to answer it, or I don't even have an answer for you guys. So if somebody asks me, like, is it a bear market or bull market? So then, guys, for actually being amazing, and also hopefully many of you guys have started, if not already know, have started to see the nice or the positives of becoming or learning how to trade. Yep. No, I closed it. Now I understand what you previously said. Thank you, Jordan. A hair comment a day keeps the gamblers away. Thank you, Ernesto. Yeah, thank you, Ernesto, for showing up. MDXB, you're the best. Thank you. I took the trade and I didn't take any profits yet. I mean, a brother of mine, very long time viewer. So thank you, brother, for showing up. Sorry, I meant okay. Thank you, Russell. Yeah, I'm happy. So I guess 4 to 5 till now have taken the trade and are still in profits, or have still got it open. That is nice to see. Let me keep reading. Maybe we can get more. I think I'm going to enter at 67. Okay. Good morning. Should I keep my short open at 75.7? To be honest, again, like, I cannot tell you what to do. I don't have a short from 75, but I always like to say or answer by just saying that if I was in your shoes, or if I had a short from 75.7, I wouldn't think of closing just because Bitcoin pumped from 66 to 68. For me to close, and that would be different because it requires mental / I guess emotional resilience to be okay with missing out on profits if Bitcoin reclaims 71. Because what my answer would be to you, brother, is that with a short that is taken from 67.7, yeah. Hold on. I'm not sure if you have taken profits or not. If not, then maybe I would think of taking 50% if you haven't done it. But if you did, like, if there's a good portion of the trade closed, I wouldn't be closing unless Bitcoin reclaims 71.5. Now, that may seem crazy for the newcomers that don't know me, but structurally, it is still likely to drop to 60 if Bitcoin doesn't go above 71.5. So if you're a man of math, or a woman of math and probability, why close now, even though you are maximizing the short-term profits, theoretically, but long-term, you don't know what you don't know, so keep them open as if you don't know what you don't know. Act like you don't know what you don't know. Yep. Brother, we got Gotham. Brother, you can do 24/7 live streaming your trade. It's useful for everyone. I might need to sleep for some hours. So unfortunately, that's not valid or viable. What do you think the percentage of going up versus down? Never that simple. I can again, like brother Muhammad, I can make a number up. Like by the way, I can make a number up that would maybe be a bit accurate to kind of form or to get my feelings across, but I always try to avoid answering such oversimplified questions. Like, trust me, is going to be doing you and doing the viewers more harm if I answer this question. Like, I cannot tell you what percent. I mean, that is probably going to support the gamblers if I mention or way more probability on one side than the other. TGT, okay, saying, oh sorry, Ernesto, what do you do with my short from 74.2? Okay, I'll allow you to also okay, so all right, our brother Ernest had a short from 75.7, and I told him something, or I told him what to do if I was, or what I would have done, or what I would do if I was in his place. Now Ernesto has a short from 74.2, not from 75.7. But that's why I always tell you guys to not be over memorizers and like use some brain power to, I guess our brains are better than AI, guys. So if I say that I wouldn't be closing a 75 short unless we go above 71. If somebody has a short that is a cent or $1 or $50 below it, I don't have to spend five minutes again answering the same question. I'm also half jokingly here, but obviously, like, hopefully you got the point, brother. If I want to long the POC, where should I put the stop loss? I cannot be below the wick. But which wick? That tells you that nothing has happened yet, so I cannot tell you where the stop loss would be at. Yep. So hopefully, like, I've made the point clear, guys, for anybody that's like, because like if I answer somebody and also a second viewer has something or a similar situation, they can kind of, I guess, come to a similar conclusion. If you know what I mean. So hopefully you got the point, guys. Now, obviously, the NY session is opening in 19 minutes, so let's like take a quick look at the order flow. Let me quickly refresh the screen. Yeah, so we got the daily open being hit. We got shorters entering. All right, so that's always good to know that if Bitcoin goes above 68.5, we can always get a continuation higher. The CVD is looking quite nice, so price is holding up while we are getting sells. That's always bullish on the lower time frame. Yep. So yeah, I mean, if Bitcoin holds 68, yeah, I guess my expectation would be to take out this high and go higher. But again, that doesn't mean you're long from here, for the sake of God. Oh, never mind. Thank you, Action Tourist. Yeah. Long Bitcoin at 68.7. Any advice? No, I don't have any advice for anybody who longed randomly. Come on, guys. Like, if you had the setup, then I shorted 69.1 today and ETH. Should I have already closed 50%? To be honest, I would take 50% here. Or if you want to be a bit greedy, just take 50% at 68 at the fake out, if the fake out happens at the NY session open. Yeah, but yeah, I would 100% sure take I mean, at least move my stop loss to entry, and then it becomes a choice of whether taking 50% here or taking 50% if and when we drop to 68. Yep. But thank you, Russell. I'm glad that you've caught a nice trade. Shouldn't we wait? Again, no we's here. It's all personal, but yeah, I can keep on reading in the comments. Shouldn't we wait for the lows of the previous session to be taken out before longing? No. I mean, not necessarily, no. It's not. It's like, if you want to, then go for it. That's better. What happened there? 68.5, and we likely go higher. Why? Are you looking at shorters getting wrecked? Yeah. I have ideas, but I'm curious. Yeah, so I just saw a good portion of shorts open at a very relatively kind of closed zone, and I just stated a fact that if we go above it, I mean, it makes sense for them to get wrecked. Plus, I'm not saying that in a position of weakness, but rather on a position of strength, being that we are above 68, and we are also uptrending. And again, that I'm only like commentating on like a very low time frame, low period kind of outlook. I'm only stating a fact that is only relevant or have been relevant for the past 24 hours. So don't get easily kind of emotionally jaded, guys. Like, I'm just stating a fact that's not that big or important. Do you look at do you also look at shorters covering the shorts? Yeah, I mean, a short closing is covering the shorts. Crypto Mickey is still long. Fair enough. Thank you. What do you use for order flow insight? I use EXO chart, EXO chart. And many of my viewers use a variety of different programs. Some are paid, some not are free. So I guess, yeah, you can test out whatever suits you. I mean, I always say, like, if you're not able to become profitable, then I wouldn't recommend you to just randomly, I guess, yeah, randomly, I guess, spend $50 to buy the subscription. But if you can and you can afford it, then yeah, go ahead for it. Why would the shorts just stay there? Why would the shorts just stay there at 65? No, it's not that deep. I'm just saying that I saw this section had shorts entering. So yeah, going above it increase the likelihood of them getting wrecked. What do you mean stay there? I mean, obviously, we're not talking about a certain person. We're just mentioning a possibility and a likelihood, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm not saying, oh, we got Andy over here. He opened a short. I can see him open a short. He will get wrecked if we go above. It's just about the likelihood of going above, and then the theory of like shorters being at a certain point, and the higher we go, the higher probability most of them get stopped out or wrecked or whatever. Yeah. Yep. So hopefully that answers your question, brother. Hold on. NY session open 15 minutes. Fair enough. Yeah, and also like for ETH, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we don't do this, but just do this. Yeah. I mean, both are viable fake outs. One is more violent. One is more like one is better. That just tells you like this is very contextual, guys. Long time ago, champ. Hope everybody's well. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Glad to see you here. Well, I'm just thinking that data like that, where you can see shorts being opened from above, is that it's a data point that only says something about the past. Now that a water is wet, comment probably. But I'm just thinking that by the time we get to one, like 80% of shorts probably be closed already. Not necessarily. I mean, first of all, we're only, again, like, how would that, again, like, your comment would be very valid as a thought process if I mentioned a data point that was 2 days ago or something that is too far away from price. But for me to say that 68.5 has lots of shorts and for Bitcoin to only drop $400 and for us to only have spent, I guess, like less than an hour since that data point, and I mean a valid assumption that most of them would be still open. And again, like, and even with that being said, I didn't long based on an idea, or didn't give a setup based on all of this. So even if that's true, it still wouldn't make me do something different, if you know what I mean. Well, thank you for pushing back. I do like that, I guess, the thought process. Can you explain why you use the Bybit chart on TradingView? If that matters, what one you choose to use for charting? I've been using Bitstamp for a few years. In regards to volume charts, in my opinion, in my experience, and you can also look it up for futures, and that's what is relevant. Bybit's USD, sorry guys, so like BTC, again, I know for sure a lot of you will get it wrong because a lot of you don't think, but BTC, USD, not USDT, again, I always say this and I'll still get many use the USDT chart. USD, please, for the love of God, guys, the dollar, the actual dollar, yeah, dot P, so perpetual, for Bybit is the chart that I use, and I also recommend for anybody who wants to replicate my stuff, because my stuff use volume, and the volume is better and most accurate, in my opinion, on Bybit. I totally would be against using most other charts, especially Bitstamp that is very low volume. I wouldn't recommend it, please, for the love of God. Now, just do it now, guys. Hello, always a good day with the champ live. Thank you, Ali. Thank you for showing up. Talbot, hi, I missed trading this week, stepped away a bit waiting for a long. Thank you, Talbot. Again, like, you would have been the man to like catch the short from the bottom and the long. I'm sorry guys, the long from the bottom and the short from the top. But it's a shame that you missed it. But thank you for showing up at least. Thank you both here. I guess if it works, it works, to be fair. To keep it simple, lol. Does kind of give away something about how people treat their positions, lol. The fact that it seems to work well. Yeah, I mean, and like, who would open a trade at 68.5 and close it an hour after at 68.1 or 2? If that's also like kind of true. Many actually open and keep them for days. Hi bro, what's the plan? Scalpers, yeah. I mean, again, like, that's why it's only a kind of it's not, first of all, it's not that deep. Second of all, it's like, you want to be realistic here. Like, nobody would truly close many of the trades with a little bit of a drop, realistically here. Yeah, so even if scalpers do it, wouldn't be a big portion. Even if everybody, let's just say everybody just closed their shorts, and it's not a very valid point to, I guess, say that 68.5 is a place where maybe we can start going higher. Again, I wouldn't be longing based on this idea. I'm just stating a fact so that we know where to position ourselves. So the plan, I mean, it's hard for me to mention it again for everybody that joins in. But yeah, we may have a little long at 68. I'm still expecting higher if 68 is held. At 70 to 71, there may be like a short idea. Again, I always recommend anybody who's joining late to come or to go and watch the first 10 minutes of the chart or of the live. That way, it doesn't become boring for everybody who like already have watched and understood what I'm planning to do or whatever. But hopefully that answers your question, brother. Yeah, so we got 10 minutes before the NY Open. Let's see. Hopefully it is a lovely trading session, if that's even a possibility here. Let me view it on here. Let me also look up or pull up the EXO again. Let me quickly, guys, refresh this page. Yep. And like, you can even see that with the drop, open interest still remains the same. So that tells you like nobody closed nothing that major. Like, you can see how large the open was. Nobody closed. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good assumption to say that almost nobody from the data point closed the trades. That also helps. That answers your question, I guess. How much of this market is retail compared to good traders? 95% is shit, if I recall, no? Or is it at least not profitable, since you could argue that other people could also see a POC being reclaimed? It might be getting closed once POC gets retested. Okay, so first, to answer the first part, is like, how much of this market is retail compared to good traders? Again, even good traders are retail. That's first. And like, from those in total, the saying goes that 90 to 95% fail, and that includes those that are trying to become actual traders, and also those that are randomly kind of opening and closing. So they're both in the statistics, and also it differs. Again, nobody did an exact study on actual viable like Bitcoin traders, but I'm assuming it's still the same. So I'd say a good educated guess would be 90% plus. Yeah. And that tells you like from 10 traders, 1 will make it. And that's, again, guys, like, many highlight this point, but I guess like that is a case for almost all businesses or almost all high paying opportunities. Like, from 10 people that would maybe pursue starting an agency or running an e-commerce store, like, how many do you know that have tried buying a Shopify, I guess, subscription and making a store? And how many have succeeded? Again, that just tells you that everything is hard, technically. Especially with such a very flooded kind of, field. Like, I'm willing to bet that out of 10, 20-year-olds, almost all of them, or a higher portion, have tried trading than those that have tried any other like random online thing. So that what actually pollutes the percentage. Obviously, if 80 to 90% of I guess 20 to 30 years old have tested or randomly gambled and tried to become traders, obviously it is going to be harder or a worse percentage of success than any other thing that may only interest a lower portion of that. So that's how sometimes statistics is always kind of like tricky to get or to understand or to highlight the full truth, if you know what I mean. Uh, when people say they are profitable from trades, does that mean they have positive P&L or that they are debt free and earning well from it? Because I do make good profit trading, but I still have debt. No, it doesn't relate to you having debt. Like for example, like if somebody has a job or has a business, but they actually got into debt for school or whatever, that doesn't mean their business is not profitable, if you know what I mean. So no, it's only judged based on a P&L that pays consistently over a higher period of time. So I would say that if somebody was able to become profitable for 6 months to 1 month and 1 year and a half, then I'd call them profitable. I'm not quite following mentioning the age group, to be honest. 20 to 30 has more idiots, you mean? No, it has not idiots. I mean, I didn't put it this way, but obviously the like for somebody to test out and try out a new kind of thing and like leave it or halfway or half do it and then leave it or throw it away but after losing or making a little bit of money would be those that have nothing to lose. So obviously if somebody gets into trading, or I'd say like that's an assumption, but like I think that we can all agree that if somebody who is like a well-educated family man who's above the age of 40, and I'd say like if 40-year-olds test out or try to become traders and 118-year-olds try to become traders, I'd say I'm willing to bet, and again that's me just thinking logically, probably those who are above the age of 40 would become or have a higher success rate. Why? Because at 18 years old you probably just would test it out randomly and just leave it. At 40 you would only be going into it not risking everything because you have a family to feed, and also you wouldn't even get into it unless you truly want to try it out fully and like hustle your ASS off. Like an 18 years old probably would test 10 other businesses or random side hustles on the side or whatever. Yeah, hope you got the point. And that's only an assumption, but an educated kind of logical assumption. Maybe if you don't agree, that it's fine also, you can push back. If price fails to reclaim plus hold above daily view up, there's a strong chance price retests weekly or no. Again, okay, I was following and I was agreeing until you got to the point where we can say, or where you said potentially drops below 50. Okay, I do love the fact that the analysis was very, very nice, left a room for being wrong, and also you said potentially drops. So everything is correct, or is right and good, but I wouldn't say that losing 68 would be the the first or the big signal that would tell any sort of even realistic trader that Bitcoin can go to 50. If you know what I'm saying, like I'd say that if we lose 68, then it's going to be more probable to drop to 66. Like even me, I wouldn't say we can go to 60 if we drop below 68. Less serious about it maybe, and less experienced too in craft due to age, you could say. And I do think that a lot of traders are in that age bracket. Yeah, but again, like you only see those that succeed, like the survivalship bias, which is like obviously you only get those that made it. But like from one champs crypto or from one action tours or whatever, you got like maybe 9 or even 10 or 20 that didn't make it as traders, and that is fine, to be honest. I mean, that's what makes it actually something that is profitable. Give me a second. Yep. Yeah, we got the NY open in 2 minutes, so let's get let's get serious. Yep. I mean, we made the low here. If that ends up being the low and we go here, that's fair enough. That's fair game, I guess. Yeah, let's see. See how like I can apply the higher time frame ideas into the scalpy time frames, guys. Again, like we can, yeah. we made a look at this. So we didn't quite take the liquidity, but I mean we made value, went above, went back. Fair enough. Like that is viable as a lower time frame thing. But still, for me to enter, I need this. Like it's too scalpy of a thing to do, especially prior to the NY Open. We made this low at 5:05. Yeah, so that's like 23 minutes ago. You are shorting or longing. Now I'm doing nothing. If it drops in front of you, I will happily long with you if the reaction is good. If it keeps on going higher, which is like also possible, I'll be waiting for this section for a potential short. Yeah, so if neither happen, and that is how like you become a professional, like trust me, you can, if I just like, if they allow me to like give a rant, and 1 hour rant to every person that is going to do that they are going to do the stat on, I would probably get the success rate that, or the failure rate, from 90% down to 70 or 75%. If I just ran to every person that statistics or in the research to not do random stuff. Like most would just need an hour of rant to fix, to be better guided in trading, guys. I'm obviously half joking here, bro. In first year, most of my trades were winners, but the handful of losses were so big they liquidated my account. Now for 3 months, I'm break even, although I still have some bad swing trades from before. Fair enough. And again, trust me, you've been break even for 3 months, and that is probably because Bitcoin hasn't done something strong. You just need to hold one trade that you entered, not thinking much of it, and then for Bitcoin to randomly expand in your way, for you to turn a profit. So trust me, guys, if somebody's breaking even, it's all good. Like somebody has been like, who has broken even for 3 months is probably better than 70% of traders, active people who are attempting to become profitable. Trust me, like I know many that lose their money than those that are break even. So you're good. I was on a long but closed 10 minutes ago on break even. I'm not sure where to go now. Fair enough. Thank you, Gaston, if that's even how to say it. I'm not sure why you close it, but again, like if you had entered something and you are convinced by it, just have your stop loss and wait for it. But now that you've moved, you close it at break even, I'd recommend waiting for the said levels. Action Tours saying, if you pull the volume profile bigger and include recent price action, you would see a big cluster volume to where we are at right now. If you pull the volume profile bigger, I didn't quite tell me where to pull it from. So, do you think it goes below 65k this week? I have no idea. Like, if you could have just said, do you think it goes to 65? And I say, I've got no idea, guys. Like, trust me, trading is not like, guys, guys, you are kind of misunderstanding what makes me profitable. It's not because I'm a master genius that knows where the price will be going. That is false, guys. Trust me. It's not like most are fake. Anybody who makes videos telling you where Bitcoin will be going next is fake. Again, like I know that you are respecting me and trusting me enough to ask me such questions, but be careful, because if you ask another person, he'll probably just tell you a fake answer, guys. I got no idea. Again, okay, that's good, man. I'm at the same. Call out what you do. I was thinking to short if it reaches 21.45 and long. I'm assuming that's ETH 21.45. Yeah, that would be valid, but I'd only recommend doing that once you see something similar happen on Bitcoin. So like this is nice and all, only if Bitcoin shows something similar. I don't want you guys to be jumping into a trade on ETH without looking or even like thinking about what Bitcoin has got. But now that you mention it, let me quickly like see what kind of stuff ETH got on the lower time frame. I mean, this section is always nice to look at as a volume high node. Again, guys, just a quick note. I know I gotta like repeat this almost every single day. Like, look at this. This isn't the POC by itself. Like, don't be over memorizing stuff. Not because it's the only red line so that you take it, oh my god, this is the POC. Almost the whole cluster is very similar to each other. Especially this section is like, this isn't the POC. This is the whole thing, if you know what I mean. That's why you always have to understand, get the idea, don't be memorizing stuff. most of you guys are trying to memorize what I say because it is an easy way. It's a cop out to like truly studying, and becoming better. Yeah, but that I like this, to be honest. But that would only be taken if Bitcoin also does that, if you know what I mean. So like, a good way of taking trades is like you do something on Bitcoin, but then you wait for it on ETH too. For example, this, yeah, I mean, that would require Bitcoin to drop a lot. Not a lot, but at least like, I'd say Bitcoin would have to drop 1.5%. Yeah, so if Bitcoin drops lower and then does this, you may offer the chance on both Bitcoin and ETH. You may, again, if it drops. I mean, not something I'm expecting here. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy to get such move happen on Bitcoin. Like even the expansion, even yesterday, guys. Like maybe I haven't quite mentioned them, but like trust me, trading has been quite easy since the Monday open. I mean, again, like I'm not here like I'm not here commentating on a previous price action. These are literal trades we took and gave live. Like this short, this long, this long. If somebody goes to my daily plan from yesterday, they would have seen this being talked about. So that, like, look at this. Like Bitcoin is not randomly moving, but trading is not this easy every single day. That's why I always say like risk management is more better or more important than like charting. But look at this. Like, I mean, 3 pivots could have given you 3 successful trades, and that would be, you would be set to turn a profit, or to be, I guess, profitable for the month. By month, I mean like maybe March or whatever, like you want to count it, because that's the end of March technically, yeah. Yeah, but trading is not always this easy. But look at this, like somebody could have theoretically, like I did, I took this and I took this, but Bitcoin then went higher. And as I teach you guys, you keep both open, because if we expand higher or lower, one would succeed and make you more money. Look at this, like I didn't enter the long, which have made me now more profit unrealized than realized, thinking that it would stay for as long as it did. But it did. So I guess like that's why I want to highlight how important it is to manage the position than get the position. Trust me, like management is what makes you profit, not or profitable, not the lines you are drawing. Like at the end of the day, I always share my setups and even my charts. By the way, I'm not sure if Wayne is here, but I made a new Telegram channel where I literally every single day, 5 hours to 6 hours prior to the live stream, I share one post given my daily plan, which we then do on the live Telegram. So anybody who wants that very summarized version in the morning, I do give it away for free on the Telegram channel. Maybe Wayne, the legend moderator, can be nice enough to give us, or to send the link right now on the description or in the comment. If he does, I'll tell you guys that he did. Anyhow, so yeah, I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah, like the charting isn't the hard part. It's the easy part, to be honest. Yeah, thank you, Wayne. I mean, again, I want to thank Wayne. This is our chance to thank him. We want to thank him at least once, like a big thank you once, at least once a week. Thank you, Wayne, for being a legend again. Thank you. Yeah, so he sent the link, Ahmed on chart. This is the new Telegram. Nothing to sell you, all free, just one post. I want to just have that section or place for the technical part. Everybody who want to wake up or who want to wake up in the morning, getting their, I guess, a daily dose of summarized version for the plan, you can get it. And also in the US, that would be essentially like getting it in the very early in the morning. Yep. Sorry guys, let me go back and read the comments. I was pull it from where you have pulled it from already till now. I think you mean like 2 months ago. I'm not sure what the point was. I forgot I forgot the full comment. Give me a second here. Trade with Ahmed and the champ supported. Thank you, Wayne, again. Yeah, thank you again. Like he's such a legend. I never ask him to send the links and nothing, but he always does it. So again, thank you, Wayne, for being legendary. Again, guys, yeah, if somebody wants to use my link and go and change or move across to WEEX, you can do so. Again, that would be lovely if somebody wants to do it. But again, it's an affiliate link, so yes, it is. It's something to support the channel, and you get the welcome bonus. But you also get to move to the exchange where I actually do recommend it as a genuine, no KYC, strong for trading option. Yeah. But yeah, let me go on a 5-minute time frame. Yep. At what? Oh, sorry guys. Yeah. At what point would you close your shorts from current levels? If we pump, let's say 69.4. Yeah. So I always say that I do have 3 shorts. One from 96, one from what? Yeah, 106, and one from 125.4. The 3 shorts. So because they got open at different levels, they're all going to be, I mean, managed separately, and they have been managed separately. So I'd say that probably I wouldn't be closing the 96 one unless we reclaim 87, 80. I've said this before, but maybe you're new here. So yeah, reclaim 80, close 96, reclaim 96, close 106, reclaim 106, close 125. Very easy and simple. And why? Because obviously, like I already have a long from 65.7 here. 65.7, yeah. Let's just say that Bitcoin keeps on going randomly from here. I do have a long, so I'm good. I don't need to close I don't need to close my nice, amazing shorts unless we do this, and then we can keep on long, close the short one by one, and that would hopefully mean, again, like this would seem random and crazy if we don't have a long, but like I already have one here. So assuming, like, it's going to be a very hard thing for me to avoid taking successful longs as we go higher. Like obviously I'll probably have 3-4 amazing longs by the time we get above 88, if we go and get above 88. So that's why I don't close them. Been there, done all different businesses, but I choose trading. Trading is hard, but if you persist and stick to one's plan, or one plan, I think it can be profitable. And yes, one do have lost almost full time now. Thank you, Talbot. Give me a second here. Give me more seconds. Is there an opportunity to buy from this area? Is this a lower high? NY open, yeah. Having a bad entry is so stressful. Traded good for a few days. Lesson learned. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say bad. Okay, so you would only have a bad entry if you entered. Again, there's 2 possibilities here. You may just be calling your failed trades bad entries, or if it's generally a bad entry, that's maybe because you're not entering as planned or as you had wanted before the trade got activated. If you tell me that I didn't plan nothing, then maybe because that would be the reason, like you weren't planning to enter a trade. But if somebody wakes up, plans to do something, and then the price goes there and you enter, I find it hard to see where exactly or how exactly you can enter in a bad way. So yeah, it could be just you calling your failed trades bad, I think, or bad entries. I entered longs, little scalping. Fair enough, you can do so. I mean, but whenever I say you can do so, I mean, like, I'm not going to be stopping somebody from taking a trade they see as valid. Yeah. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Alaikum salam, we got Bureau here. Bro, you showing up daily is all the thanks I need. Thank you for all of us here. Thank you, brother. Manifesting, but it doesn't have an valuable win rate anymore. I've lost my Midas touch. If you pull the volume profile from last Monday's 16:30, again, like, I struggle with the UCT time. Okay, we got the job. Sorry, Action Tourist. We may have to cancel your comment for a while, or for some good minute here. All right, so we got the this hit, we don't want to lose 67.7. If we lose 67.7, by the way, guys, we may like immediately drop below to 66. Oh yeah, that's like this is kicking out longs. I do love this. Yeah, I can prepare potentially entering, but again, like I'll probably want to reclaim this before doing so. Again, guys, let me repeat. Like, if Bitcoin generally loses 67.7, we can drop back lower. So yeah. Let me pull up the exo. Again, guys, like I'll read the comments once I can. I'm physically capable, but I would love to like look at this first, because this could be an easy way of like building up liquidity and faking out and like screwing the market up and then losing 67.7 to go back to 66. Yeah, so let me delete something. Okay, again, guys, yeah. I still got exo chart, by the way, pulled up, but I'm just checking out. Hold on, you can see it yourself. Yeah, I think waiting is the right thing to do here. If we lose 67.7, we may drop lower. That would be interesting to top out at 69 and then drop. But yeah, fair enough. I mean, if I didn't short this, it's fine. Like, I wanted to short 70. If it generally like ends up being like, or this ends up being like a top and we drop lower, I'll be happy. At the end of the day, we would have made a lower high and we will be back to reattempt going to 60. So I'm again, I don't have an issue with that. But I would love, if in my most ideal scenario, I would love for this to happen for me to, I guess, catch short here. But yeah, we cannot. Beggars can be choosers, I guess. Let me read the comments while we can, I guess. Now that Bitcoin has been, slowing down. Is 67.2 a zone of interest to you, chaps? To be honest, no. Nothing. Again, guys, let me repeat. If Bitcoin loses this, if Bitcoin fails, again, I've said this, but let me repeat it. If Bitcoin fails to hold the anchored view up, I'll be expecting a move lower to 66.2. So how easy is that to get or to understand? Yeah, so that's very simple. If somebody has caught a short somehow, some way from the top, just keep it open, please. Ahmed, you said you don't think shorting at around 69. Is shorting on this level groundless? I have no idea what that means, to be honest. Salam Ahmed, a more basic question. Have just started learning how to choose time frame for volume profile. Each time frame tells a different story. The time frame wouldn't matter as much and wouldn't change that much as long as you make sure to put the change the settings to 500. But thank you. I mean, I'm happy to get such comments. Yeah. To answer in more depth, I would say that this is the type of question I would love for you to always check out by yourself or look at me and see what I do, because it's very dependent on like it's very contextual. I planned to enter around 69 like you said, but it didn't hit, so I entered mid 68k. I'm not sure what that is. Like maybe I'm not sure what's that. Fake out pre-NY low then pump. Not necessarily. I mean, also we can say that Bitcoin did a triple random fake out and we can go back to C6. That's also valid again, guys. But that tells you like I'm not my goal is not to short and long every pivot. If you know what I mean. Like, obviously it's fine if Bitcoin now in front of our eyes loses the anchored VWAP and we don't get to short ourselves, it's fine. You don't want to be a weak-handed, low-minded person. You don't want to be thinking of shorting at every drop and buying at every pump or whatever. Like, if it's not within my plans or my plan, it's not within my plan. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna take it. So no, like, even though we can be looking back, oh my god, Bitcoin made a fake out and went above 69. So, oh, Ahmed, you should have told us about a short. No, I shouldn't have told. If somebody wanted to short here, yes, I mean, I'm going to be proud of them. Personally, I don't and still don't see this as something I would take. It's at 10 a.m. I'm not, guys, as a profitable trader, I'm not supposed to, like, I guess, enter and like participate on every move. So no, I mean, if we drop, I'll be happy, to be honest. Why? You may think, because obviously, again, let me say it again for the newcomers. If Bitcoin loses 67.7, I'm expecting a drop below to the value area low, and with how violent this drop can be, maybe it is time for us to finally give me the push I want. So I mean, I'm gonna take this if it happens, by the way, guys. Like, don't let this fool you or tell you, oh, Ahmed didn't short this, so he's expecting higher. No, I'm not expecting nothing. But again, like, this is just me talking in terms of, or within the or if the possibility happens. But again, we are still within the kind of midway range. We either lose and avoid long, so we expect dropping, or reclaim and you see me long. So don't get it twisted. I'm still marching the chart, and we won't ever get a conclusion if somebody thinks we can get a conclusion. Sorry guys, I'm trying to read the comments here. Please try to talk slower. Maybe it solves your stutter. By the way, I love your content. Thank you, brother. Trust me. This is one of the most, I guess, comment feedback -- criticism I've ever gotten ever since I was young, by the way. So trust me, I'm genuinely not able to actually slow down and stutter, or to fix my stutter. And also, I wouldn't say I stutter. I'd say that maybe because what happens in my brain is that I translate what I say. Not really, I'm not genuinely, but it's not my first language. So obviously, I think that is why I stutter more, or that's the main reason why I do stutter. But again, like, we've covered the bearishness, but maybe we are pulling up again, or pulling higher, moving higher. So yeah, let me go back to Exo to see what's going on here. All right, we are getting the shorters also kind of punished. I do love this. Yeah, we punished the longs, we punished the shorts, and that is lovely. Who doesn't love a dump on the NY session open, you know? But yeah, I do understand that I speak very, very quickly. Give me a second. Give me a second. Right, so maybe we can pull up again and think about longing. That would be lovely. I would love to long, by the way, or avoid losing in front of you guys, yeah, or losing, or make you guys avoid losing. I guess that's what I meant. Ahmed, can you please try to add present price on big screen, please? I'm getting old and it's difficult to see those. Renata, whenever you don't know the price, just ask me and I'll happily answer you a billion times. How about that? Because I don't think I have the time nor the technical abilities to do that, unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, it is a valid entry, I may say. Yeah, I mean, okay, so this order flow is not nice, but yeah, I mean, I'll happily enter here with a stop loss below. How about that? Yeah, stop loss below, very very close, 67 point 67.720. Point 720. Yeah, let's see. Ahmed, when would you what would you stop loss be? That's the question answered. Ahmed, can you sorry, when I put all daily, I'm trying to read the comments while looking at the chart. Uh, mm, 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 mm. When I put all daily pivot levels since 59815 chart becomes too crowded. Your chart is not like that. Don't you use no, think you got it wrong. It's not about the recent ones, is that whichever is hit, it's not relevant. So don't go back. It's fine. I mean it's a good way of learning. Don't go back and put all dailies. It's only the valid ones. So now, like, congrats, you know how to get the dailies, but the dailies are only valid if they haven't been touched. So now with, like, go on the daily level and you can tell that if only if the daily is on my chart, it is valid, by the way, because all of them, all previous ones have gotten touched and retouched and retested. So no, they're not useful and they're not usable and they're not tradable and everything in between. Uh, uh yep. Sorry guys. Let me look at the exit chart before I keep reading the comments. Oh yeah, so the chart, the reaction is not nice now. Why? Because, you know, see how the CVD got too high, but price didn't quite react. But I'll wait a bit. Maybe we can get a better kind of, yeah. Why not? Why jump the gun too early? I guess. Okay. David shorted 68.8 and have 50% TP at 67.7 because I need a little win. Stop loss set to break even. Smart move. I would have taken TP 50% at the level where I took the level, or sorry, the TP at, or sorry, the long at. Should we wait for the dead cat bounce to enter? I guess a short is the play now. No way. I would never ever short. You only, again, brother Gaston, this is totally wrong. You shouldn't ever come up with a random idea to short because you saw the dump. Plans are made beforehand. I opened the live, planned a long, we dropped, I took it. I opened the live, made a plan up. If we go there, I take it. It's not about like, oh, dump, oh, we should short. That's wrong. After a while, you'll get used to understanding Ahmed very well. This is kit too fast. This is not too fast. Should I use indicator on exo, net long short? See when you. Fair enough. Yeah, you can do that. I mean, bro, anything on exo is valid and can be tested out. Bro, how much percentage do you risk per trade? Less than 1%. Varies, but I try to stick with anything above 0.5%. I'm new to the channel, but again, risking is not the same as entering with. I'm new to the channel. Thank you, Gaston. Glad to see you. You're welcome. You're welcome on the family. Glad to see you again. I'm happy to see a new person who also comments a lot. If you ever have a question in mind, no matter what level the question is, always feel welcome to ask me the question. So the question is, thank you for finding it also informative. You have multiple positions going on. I was looking to enter on a short, waiting for the right moment. Thank you for your short, for your previous comment. I was about to open a short. Okay, I have to learn more then. Thank you for being open. Yasser, did you take a long? Okay, so I longed, but the price entry is a bit lower, and it was done live, guys. So I would hate to answer such question. That would maybe mean that you weren't watching, or you watched and you weren't paying attention. Thank you, Renata. 24 more likes to hit 100. Again, let's get Renata's wishes happen, or becoming, I guess, or come into fruition. Let me see what the chart looks like. Again, not the most amazing thing. So we would love to get more follow, or I'd love to get more follow through. We are the best. Thank you. Is there any live trade you've taken? Again, guys, the amount of questions regarding something I literally did live is kind of, I'm not sure what the correct word is, but yeah, it's sad. It's sad. It's generally sad. Even with a live stream, I get such questions, and it's fine. I'm not hating. Maybe you just entered now, but okay. So I had the correct word is troll. No, no, no. It's not troll because maybe he or she. I'm probably she. Just like literally entered now. Ahmed, I think they are trying to wind you up. Probably not, to be honest, because I do know them, and it's probably because they've just entered now. That they just joined in now. So yeah, let's wait. I mean, we still got lots and lots of volume to clear even above. So yeah, but we can never hate on trying to test or to long POC anchored VWAP daily fake out open or the NY session open. Sorry, yeah. I mean, everything is acceptable for me to hold until lost. And let's keep it going for an extra 10 minutes. That way, like, you can guys get your dose of watching the chart before I end off the stream. Again, let's push for 17 more likes to, get the goal going, as it is, I guess, the first day of the month. Yeah, I even forget. Sorry, guys. I forgot to check the monthly candle. Because what? We got a new new monthly level. Alright, I don't like this because that's like in the middle of my ideas, but yeah, I'm kind of forced to put it on the chart. VWAP is an indicator. Again, guys, I would love for the comment to be formulated in a very clear way, because this VWAP is indicator is kind of a statement. But I'm assuming you meant it as a question. So if you meant it as a question, I'd say that the VWAP is both an indicator and a tool. There's two different things. There's a VWAP as an indicator and there's a VWAP as an anchored VWAP, which is like the tool. You would then ask me, okay, what's the difference between the VWAP and the anchored VWAP? The VWAP is an indicator that puts the anchored VWAP at every day's daily open price. The VWAP as an anchored the anchored VWAP is just a tool that allows you to freely pick which price or candle you wanna start counting the VWAP from. Yeah, so I forgot what I was. Yeah, I wanted to check out the monthly TPO. Each time we have at least 50% of us watching. Now we are getting 75%. Only champs can do it. Thank you, Dive. Yeah, thanks for asking, by the way. Like, maybe even though the question is like very normal and it's like very basic, but maybe somebody who's new here would have loved to know the difference. So I'm always happy, or I'm always happy when I get like any sort of questions. So let's just wait. We still gotta clear the VWAP. Now, talking about the VWAP, that's the daily VWAP, by the way. So you can technically, even without the VWAP as an indicator, you can take the anchored VWAP as a tool and put it at the daily open. You'll get this yellow line here, because this is just a VWAP. Yeah, so it saves you time. Instead of having to put the VWAP on every day's open, you can get the indicator. I don't use it much because I have it on EXO, so that's why most of you guys don't like see it on my trading view chart. 11 more, let's hit 100. Thank you, Renata, for being legend. Give me a second here. Bitcoin looks bottomed. Looks nothing, guys. Come on. Bitcoin is not candles is a man-made creation to see price action. It's nothing. My pleasure. Thank you, Renata. Yeah, again, 90 likes. We are only 10 likes away from, you know, getting yeah, sorry guys, let me make sure what OBS showing. Yeah, so it's showing it. Yeah, you can see we got the TPOs and POC at 71195. So yeah, my bad, I forgot about it. 71195. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, 71195. Uh, Hi Ahmed, awaiting a short here. Since I've entered yesterday at 1 a.m. here, Portugal time, when Bitcoin lost 67.7. This morning I saw the pump. Therefore, now I expect a drop to get some profit. Fair enough, but nothing against your today law. No, all good. I mean, if I lose a trade, I'll happily get. I mean, I'll happily also, or I'll be more happy if I lose and then somebody from you guys make money. One more like from me. Thank you, Sky. Thank you, brother or sister. Yep. Let's see. Yep. And again, guys, I'll hopefully. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyhow, so if anybody wants to actually go to WEEX, they can use the link and make sure again, guys, like make sure to be in the free Telegram channel. Exo doesn't look the best, but I'm in the short having hope in Trump tweets. I don't know. I don't care. Not about you, but I don't care. Like in general, like I had made the plan. We saw the drop on the NY session open. We got the anchored view up C, POC, fake out, and everything else. So oil is down though. Happy. Yeah. Thank you guys. Wow, 2 more likes. Again, thank you, Renata. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah. So Wayne just sent the link. I also got it pinned in the comment section, and it's also, I mean, top in the description. So if anybody wants to get the chance to move to WEEX, again, guys, the link here is only for support. It is an affiliate link again, but you also get the highest welcome bonus, and also it is no KYC, so the transition is very easy and swift. May have missed it, but did you mention to take profits area on the live? No, I wouldn't think too far ahead. Let's just wait and see how the trade plays out. Yeah. We did it. Thank you, Renata. We got 104. So I guess that is overdoing it, and that is super legendary. Thank you, Renata, for pushing the objective, and thank you guys for hitting it again. Like, it is something lovely to get, even though like we never asked or cared to ask about likes, but it's something that truly is like a good reflection per stream. So I guess it's a nice goal to have. But again, thank you guys again for being too nice. Uh, Maybe it helps the algorithm or whatever. Yay. Congratulations. Yeah, let's all congratulate Renata. She made the goal, and she got the goal, or made the goal happen also. Yeah. Let's see what ETH has been doing. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Let's wait. Again, guys, like if this fails, you would know. Like I'll sleep well. I'll sleep well either ways. But as a saying, I would probably sleep well if Bitcoin stops me out, because at that point it will probably drop lower. Now we do have a monthly here, but I I haven't yet planned the long here, so I'll still like or prefer a drop lower. Let's see if like I think the monthly has some, yeah, so maybe like monthly with a POC. We lose, but do this. Don't go to 6.6. Guys, come on. I mean, we got lots and lots of ideas if we drop. We obviously do got a lot of ideas if we pump, so it's all good. It means, Ahmed, that over 70% of likes you and what you do for us. Like you. Okay, thank you. Thank you guys for liking me and liking the button, or hitting the like button. Uh, Thanks for being a legendary leader here amongst the leaders. Yeah. I mean, you are definitely a superwoman. All right, I mean, it's been due, I guess. So don't get, I guess, don't guys, don't be. I forgot what the word, but don't feel. I forgot what the word is, but yeah, I'm going to give Renata a mod. I mean, she deserves it, and we gotta balance the weight of gender here. So we got Wayne. Now we need a woman. So let me make her a mod again. Even though you're not asked to do nothing, but it's like a good badge of honor next to your name. So I guess yeah, there you go. Like we have a woman and a man running the show. Thank you guys for being legends again. Yeah, congrats. Yeah, let's all congratulate Renata. I guess that's how it's said. Let's see what let me monitor the eggs. All right, it suits you, to be honest. Now you also have a blue badge next to your name with Wayne. Yeah, thank you, OP. Glad to see you also here again. Maybe a final mention before I end off the stream. It's kind of becoming a regular thing to end of the stream at 1 hour and 40th minute mark, kind of, thank you guys, two police in here now. Again, like everybody's legendary. I just wanted to give it to Renata because she's been doing too much to not at least give her something in return. Again, thank you for being a legend. Never asked for something or nothing. I mean, technically a mod is like more of a job than an honor, but I'm only giving it to have to for I to give you the badge, yeah, or for me to give you the badge. It's not for you to be. You're not expected to show up or nothing, yeah. But again, you're a legend. Thank you. Even I didn't dream about it. Fair enough. There you go. Dreams become true, guys. I mean, I'm obviously joking, but yeah. Final mention: if anybody wants to use my link, this is the link to go on WEEX. WEEX is tailor-made for trading. Interesting that, okay, yeah, I forgot my entry is a bit higher, so I thought I was in profit. But anyhow, yeah, if you can get into it. You can have the isolated, separated. You can even, like, again, for anybody who watches me daily, obviously, because we go live every single day and trade and do a live trading session every single day where I take the trades in front of you, share the stop loss and everything. Have been doing this for years. If you want to actually make it a bit easier on yourself to follow the trades and, I guess, copy the trades, you can move to WEEX, because then you can obviously just copy the same stop loss and TP numbers. You will have the same entries, because obviously the chart and the numbers differ. So if somebody was to copy the same stop loss here, it wouldn't be the same exact price on your own different exchange. So again, it is an added bonus, but I also want to overemphasize the fact that it has a nice fee structure, and also it is a tailor-made exchange for traders. Especially if somebody's trading with higher capital, don't be wasting your money on fees and random beginner friendly exchanges. It is a good option for anybody with with higher capital, right? And also, again, the link is only here as a genuine option to support, and also you get the welcome bonus once you decide, or once you make up your mind to move to a tailor-made exchange for trading. You can use my link. That will give you a bonus and support the channel. And maybe what else? Nothing. That's it. And also you'll become eligible for every trading competition. Yeah, that's a good one. Nice one, Ahmed. Thank you, Hamad. You're a legend too. Everybody here is a legend. But again, mod here means elder siblings. Yeah, again, what do you think about Bybit? Bybit is also a good option. Thanks all. Enjoy. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Talbot, for being legend. Thank you, everybody, for being legendary. Again, before I forget, if somebody wants to make their time a bit useful to their own selves, I guess you can always make sure to have watched the free trading course. Has some valuable insight, especially if you have been following the live streams for a while. Is always important to go and watch the free trading course playlist. And what else? Yeah, I mean, even the previous live streams by themselves are very, very valuable as a crash course, or not crashes. That's very long, but yeah. Let's see what Bitcoin does. We longed based on the fake out, planned it ahead of time, took it as planned in front of you. We always take the trades in front of you if they happen. Win or lose, you always know me, guys. I'm trying to be as transparent as possible, and hopefully that makes you guys money. My plan is always to make you money, teach you, and if you fail to make money or get, I guess, new education information from the streams, at least you get entertained. my goal is not for entertainment, but at least that's the final kind of option. Hopefully not you're not enduring pain to watch me go live. So then guys, for being legends, you said it, it could be better, but you don't want to complain. I hope this made you feel better. Thank you to everybody for each person. Yeah, thank you Renata for being a lovely person, and thank you for everybody for also being lovely. Yep. Again, let's monitor the chart. Let me give a final look on EXO before we I mean guys, yeah, order flow not the best, but again, like the chart, or sorry, the entry is too technical for me to not take it, because I do know, not a fact, but probabilistically, if we lose 67.7, we will be dropping a lot. So I might as well just take the only valid long zone, where if we lose, then we can be flipping over much lower. It is a good risk toward perspective. I take you even as an example, as a written example, like if you stop loss here and you are targeting the daily high plus, it makes sense. I'm willing to take this bet, even if as a gambling man, which is I'm not, makes sense. Yep. What about this, Ahmed? Real quick. Real quick, doesn't make it quick, but what if we drop to 666 and then reclaim the POC? Again, I'm not sure, but I do like the monthly being here. Like, maybe a valid thing would be like, yeah, this one is valid, but not a sure thing. I'm not sure. I'd love for Bitcoin to go higher first, to be honest. Let's see. I mean, yeah, but it's a valid way of thinking. I'm expecting a rally up for now. You can expect. Yeah, it is a valid thing. But again, like, not the easiest. This level, yeah, this side. It's never a certain price, by the way, guys. Like, look at this. Like, this is a cluster of volume. So it's all of this is kind of a POC. But yeah, we're getting a pump, so I'm happy. Hopefully everybody's happy. I haven't made any money. Probably just turned green. Yeah, it's just turned green. But yeah, at least it's all done in front of you guys. There you go. You get to see a real trader make profit or lose, I guess, money in front of you, being realistic. We're not showing the nice side of trading. We're showing the boring, real math heavy side of trading, where we don't know what we don't know. We don't claim to know what we don't know. We're just stating facts and taking trades as they come. Again, hopefully, I mean, if anybody's new here, I go live every single goddamn day at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, which is kind of 4:15 to 4:30 p.m. my time, Dubai time. You can set your clock. Expect that I go live prior to the NY session open. If you don't know when the NY opens, you can always Google it, or I can tell you it opens at 9:30 Eastern time a.m. Right? Everybody should know, Ahmed, you're an amazing trader and you're an amazing person. Thank you, guys. Where's my TP? I've got no idea. I'd love to think about it once we go at least clear a bit higher, you know, because this trade generally either loses or goes to 70. So I haven't made my mind up whether I'm going to TP or not, just to be truthful, guys. Again, if I do something, you may get to know about it, you may not. Thank you, my brother, for sharing your skill. Thank you, brother, for appreciating such information. Ahmed, this weekend we will have Easter, our house, as usually. Thank you, Renata. Thank you, I guess. I do know that Easter is like in April, but I'm not sure. But thank you for letting me know. Hopefully everybody will have an amazing Easter if you do celebrate. If not, then also have an amazing day, I guess. Again, guys, we go live every single goddamn day, literally every single day, 30 days of the month. So I guess hopefully I stay healthy to continue this, I guess, consistency. And obviously, if somebody wants to start now, like we end up the stream, you go click on the link, you can start making an account on WEEX. Again, no KYC. You get to get the welcome bonus by clicking on the link. Again, it is the only way of supporting me. I got nothing to sell you guys in the description. Thank you guys for being legends. And